It's the most famous fast food logo in the world. Two golden arches, curving into an M that's instantly recognizable from highways, airports, shopping malls, and street corners across the globe. It's the logo that represents not just a brand, but an entire culture of convenience, speed, and indulgence. But McDonald's didn't always have the golden arches. In fact, for much of its early history, the brand had no consistent logo at all. Over the decades, McDonald's would go through a transformation that paralleled the rise of fast food itself, from a single barbecue stand to a multi-billion-dollar global icon. This is the story of how the McDonald's logo came to be, and how it evolved to dominate the world. We start in 1940, in San Bernardino, California. Brothers Richard and Maurice McDonald opened a barbecue drive-in restaurant called McDonald's Barbecue. Their initial visual identity was forgettable, standard signage, a generic name, and no consistent logo. But in 1948, the brothers completely changed their business model. Inspired by efficiency and industrial production lines, they shut down the barbecue joint and reopened it as a self-service burger stand focused on speed. This new concept featured just 9 items: burgers, fries, milkshakes, and it was revolutionary. In these early years, the logo still hadn't found its footing. Menus, signage, and advertising used different fonts and styles. The name McDonald's carried the brand more than any logo did. Then came the arches. In the 1950s, a third man entered the story, Ray Kroc. A milkshake machine salesman, Kroc was amazed by the brothers' efficient operation. In 1955, he opened the first franchised McDonald's restaurant in Des Plaines, Illinois, and founded what would become the McDonald's Corporation. Kroc wanted a consistent visual identity, something that would make the restaurants instantly recognizable from a distance. That's when architect Stanley Meston designed the now legendary Golden Arches, not as a logo, but as part of the building itself. The arches were originally structural. 2 towering yellow curves on either side of the restaurant roof, joined by a neon Speedy character in the center. From the highway, they looked like a giant M and stood out against the skyline. It wasn't long before those arches became more than architecture. They became symbolic. In 1961, Ray Kroc bought exclusive rights to the McDonald's name. That same year, the company commissioned its first proper logo incorporating the arches. The design featured a stylized M made from the 2 golden curves, set against a red background. It was sleek, modern, and eye-catching. The color scheme wasn't random. Red stimulates appetite. Yellow evokes cheerfulness and energy. Together, they create a sense of urgency and hunger, the perfect match for fast food. By 1968, the logo had been refined into the version we recognize today. The word McDonald's appeared beneath the golden arches, now simplified and iconic. This version would become the gold standard for decades. The 1970s and 1980s saw McDonald's lean heavily into mass marketing. Television ads, product packaging, billboards, all carried the bold golden M alongside slogans like "You deserve a break today" and "It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's." Ronald McDonald became the mascot. Happy Meals were introduced. The brand became a cultural force. And the logo? It was everywhere. In 1993, McDonald's experimented with a new look. They introduced a stylized version of the arches that was more three-dimensional, adding shading and gloss. This gave the logo a polished, modern look, perfect for the era of digital design and early internet presence. Still, the changes were subtle. Unlike Pepsi or Burger King, McDonald's never radically reinvented its logo. Instead, it evolved it, cleaning lines, adjusting proportions, adapting to new media. By the early 2000s, the company began to simplify again. Flat design was taking over. McDonald's responded by flattening the logo, removing gradients and drop shadows. This new version worked better on apps, websites, and global branding. In 2003, the brand launched its now famous slogan, "I'm loving it." The phrase often appeared beneath the arches in ads, unifying visual and verbal identity. The campaign was a massive success, helping to reinvigorate the brand in markets where it had become stale. In the 2010s, McDonald's began experimenting with minimalist branding. In some ads and storefronts, they removed the word McDonald's entirely, leaving just the golden M. This was a bold move, but one that few brands could pull off. The logo was now so iconic, it didn't even need the name. Meanwhile, McDonald's also began adapting its logo for cultural and local relevance. During Ramadan, the arches would bend into a crescent. During Pride Month, the arches would become rainbow-colored. These weren't official rebrands, but temporary adaptations, evidence of a logo flexible enough to speak multiple languages without changing its core. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic sparked another moment of logo evolution. As part of a campaign promoting social distancing, McDonald's Brazil released an image where the two arches were separated, visually reinforcing the idea of staying apart. It was a clever use of branding for public health messaging. Today, the logo remains largely unchanged. A golden M on a red or white background, sometimes accompanied by "I'm loving it," sometimes standing alone. It's one of the most recognized logos on the planet, right up there with Nike's swoosh and Apple's bitten fruit. So what makes the McDonald's logo so successful? First, it's incredibly simple. Just two arches forming a letter. No text is needed. No complexity to decode. Just color, shape, and immediate recognition. Second, it's flexible. The logo has adapted to new formats, from neon signs to mobile apps, without losing its core identity. Whether it's flat or glossy, tiny on a phone screen or massive on a billboard, the message is the same. Third, it's emotional. The logo is tied to childhood, comfort food, road trips, and late-night cravings. It's not just a brand mark, it's a memory trigger. And finally, it's consistent. While many brands have undergone massive visual overhauls, McDonald's has kept its core symbol intact for over 60 years. That consistency builds trust, recognition, and brand equity. The golden arches are more than a logo. They're a symbol of globalization, capitalism, nostalgia, and even controversy. From protests to pop culture to public art, McDonald's has become part of the cultural fabric, and it all starts with that giant yellow M. As logo designs go, it's hard to imagine one more successful. So, next time you see those arches from your car window or on your phone screen, remember, you're not just looking at a logo. You're looking at the result of 80 years of branding evolution, architectural innovation, and cultural adaptation. And whether you love it or hate it, you recognize it instantly. That's the power of great design.